Well, this would be wedding of the century. Yes, the Bride of Frankenstein. The Actually, it should be the Bride of Frankenstein's monster is what it should be called. But apparently Hollywood does, as usual, gets things wrong. So yes, I'm going to review Bride of Frankenstein. Was this better than the first movie? Well, we will find out right after this.
Hey, let's take a minute and meet Clark Kent, the star of Superman.
Chief, believe me, you're in for a treat just as soon as Jimmy gets back here.
Great Caesar's ghost. What's holding him up? You know I can't work without a good breakfast.
Chief, Jimmy's bringing a box of Kellogg's Sugar Smacks.
All the more reason for hurrying. Confound it, that boy knows I like those new Sugar Smacks.
And he knows I do too. And that's a cinch.
Well, here I am. Young man, if you spill those new Sugar Smacks, you're fired.
Golly, Chief, I hadn't opened up the box yet. But I'm going to now.
Well, I guess we all agree on Sugar Smacks.
Right.
Folks, don't wait. Get Kellogg's new Sugar Smacks. They're better than ever. Puffs of wheat, sugar toasted, and candy sweet.
You bet. Just get Kellogg's Sugar Smacks, brand new.
Well, I wonder if this would cheer up Frankenstein's monster. These wonderful sugar smacks that have probably caused these people tooth decay and other illnesses, because these looked absolutely disgusting. And yes, that does look like. Yeah, they pretty much are. Only there was a clown on this that actually looks like the clown from the movie Uncle Buck. Just look at it. You'll see a great resemblance. So, yeah, there was a clown in Uncle Buck. He was the drunk clown that showed up at the house, and Uncle Buck punched him in the face. So, yes, there is a resemblance to the clown. Looks just like the one on that Sugar Smacks commercial. So, the commercial was very, very amusing. It'll be a lot better than the ones I will be watching tomorrow during the NFL football games, I'm sure. So,
What do you mean game? Only watching one game.
yeah, well, you know what I mean. Games, whatever ones are on, all the commercials are synced up, so it doesn't matter. So, anyways, so yes, so this is the 1950s commercial of Sugar Smacks. So, I don't know if they were just newly introduced on the market or not, but anyways, these are the wonderful Sugar Smacks without the frog. So now to the wonderful Bride of Frankenstein. So obviously we all see that the monster burned in the first one, and Dr. Frankenstein was thrown off. So
That was the end of the movie. I don't know if we would have shown
we may not have shown that. I haven't watched the video and I don't remember. So I think we did though. So obviously the monster is alive and well if they're making a second one.
Jeffrey's got Bride of Frankenstein. It could just be the guy.
It could just be the guy, but who wants to remarry him? So so Boris Karloff is back as the monster, and let me see what this. I forgot what his name. Colin Clive. Okay, yes. He is back as Dr. Frankenstein. If there is a third movie, I don't think he'll be returning for that. This was made in 1935, and unfortunately, Colin Clive only lived 2 years later. So he lived a very, very short life and was in two big movies, obviously Frankenstein and The Bride of Frankenstein. Alcohol killed him. So his liver exploded. Well, it probably did. And I have the two monsters right here. The Frankenstein's monster, and then his other creation, his wonderful bride. So,
I like that for this one.
well, yes, well, we have to get after the toy companies for that. Dr. Frankenstein did not make something like that. His came alive. These thankfully have not. So, and obviously this is black and white again. It does not mean it's bad. So, did this movie stand the test of time? I'm really tired of those people saying, "Ooh, well, no, it can't be. This is only good for its time." Maybe it's not. So, and we will see later on what I actually think of that. So we do have some other actors that are back. Valerie Hobson is back as Elizabeth, and then this name I'm going to butcher. That's what. Yes, and this one I'm going to butcher because he is new. He is Dr. Pretorius, who gets Dr. Frankenstein back into making monsters. He talks him into it, and the actor's name is Ernest um, Theiziger. We'll just call him that. He's dead anyway. He's not gonna come after me unless Frankenstein makes him into a monster. And then Elsa Lanchester is the new monster into this. It is. I'm not gonna even bother. Oh, okay, there we go. Mary Wall. There it is. It's very long. Wollstonecraft. A very, very long last name. But yes, that is the character. So that is Doctor. So that is the Doctor's new creation. Unfortunately, it comes. It's a little spoiler alert. We don't really see her for that long of a time. So no, we don't even hear her scream.
That one time.
Yes. So I will actually just show the first clip. It is pretty much they are leaving off from the first movie. So it's pretty much they find out the monster's alive. They try to catch him, and obviously, like I said, Dr. Frankenstein is talked back into turning dead people into monsters. So I will show the first clip in just a second.
Poor me. He was to be married today to that lovely girl, Elizabeth.
Cover him up. Someone must break the news and his son of them.
Oh, dear. Oh, dear.
Shut up.
Pedro, nothing could be left alive in that furnace. Why do you stay here?
I want to see with my own eyes.
Oh, auntie.
Well, apparently we had some clips cut from the first Frankenstein video I did. So I guess the 6 seconds has to go with this as well.
That was way more than 6 seconds. That was like a minute.
So I guess this minute and a half clip, we'll see what the YouTube Fun Police does. But I really wanted to show the old bat getting thrown down too. So we'll have to do that in the next clip. So this is the beginning here where they take Dr. Frankenstein away. He's supposed to marry the wonderful Elizabeth, and we'll just call her Miss Elizabeth for fun. So so obviously they have tied the knot, but now I guess this man with the cane wants to see if Frankenstein is dead. So he goes in the water, it gets wet, and then Frankenstein's monster, then drowns him. Um, so now we will show the other clip of how he pretty much knocks the old bag down the well as well. So now she has something to yell about. So I will show that clip in just a second.
Here, give me your hand, Hans. Here. Oh.
Well, now that we're discussing Mr. Brightside, so yeah, we're discussing the killers. So speaking of killing, I guess the monster here decided to kill this old bat. I mean, she's way past AARP anyways, so she probably doesn't have a lot of miles left. But he decides to throw her. She hits her head, probably on a couple rocks, probably busts a hip, and then she goes into the wonderful water with her husband, who probably lost his cane. She was probably just a Latin teacher anyway. So the old lady is now gone. So the Doctor Frankenstein is in his bed. This could be a scene here where he really is in bed because his liver is pretty much infected. So it's just a guess. But he looks all comfy in his pajamas. Obviously, he's talking about how he could have given the gift of life and possibly even eternal life. And he's talking about his accomplishments that he could have had. And his wonderful Elizabeth is telling him that that was all wrong because that is not part of God's plan. Well, maybe he should just go to a country concert. He'll hear a lot of things about God at them. Trust me, I was just at one. So,
It was a 3 song. So dramatic.
so now I will show Doctor Proctologist has is now entering the. Oh, I'm sorry, Doctor Pretorius is entering the wonderful house here. So he probably is a proctologist. He looks like one. So I will show that clip in just a second.
There's nobody at home.
Let me in, my good woman. I know the young Baron Frankenstein is it?
He's sick. He's in his bed, where all decent folks would be at this time of night.
Tell him that Dr. Pretorius is here. A secret matter of grave importance. Must see him alone tonight.
Dr. Pretorius? Pretorius?
I am also a doctor, Baroness. Why have you come here tonight?
My business with you, Baron, is private.
Yes, what do you want?
We must work together.
Never. This is outrageous. I'm through with it. I'll have no more of this hell spawn. As soon as I'm well, I'm to be married. I'm going away.
I must beg you to reconsider. You know, do you not?
So this is Doctor Proctologist. Sorry, Pretorius, and he just sort of walks right in. He I don't think this is allowed. He just takes it upon himself with that top hat of his to just walk right in. And to make matters worse, there's two lovebirds in their room, and Doctor Frankenstein's wonderful maid just walks in the bedroom. What if she was going to see something she didn't want? I understand this is black and white, but not for the actors. So um, she could have saw Dr. Frankenstein giving an exam. So this was not something you really do if you are a maid here. And you know, Dr. Pretorius does the same thing. He just wanted. It took him forever to get up those stairs. I think that Dr. Frankenstein should have invented an escalator for him because it took him a long time to get up the stairs. So if for some reason if people have trouble watching movies with people walking upstairs. Maybe this isn't the movie for you because somebody going upstairs to see an important person could be a problem. So I actually found this quite amusing. And then when he takes off his hat, I did laugh. It looked like that he stuck his fingers in an electrical socket. So Dr. Pretorius does talk him in to, or he tries to at least attempt to talk him into joining up because Dr. Pretorius has his own little experiments with people. And I think you will love this next clip coming up. So he does threaten him that the murders are really his fault because he made the monster. But I will show you Dr. Pretorius's way of kind of bringing people to life. I think you will like this next clip. I actually really enjoyed it when I was done taking my dogs outside. So I will show that. I will show you this treat in just a second.
did not turn out quite like yours, Henry. But science, like love, has her little surprises, as you shall see.
Good heavens, Doctor. What are these?
There is a pleasing variety about my exhibits. My first experiment was so lovely that we made her a queen. Charming, don't you think? Now he's so madly in love with her that we have to segregate. Now, he's asleep. I must wake him up. As the next one, there's a certain resemblance to me, don't you think? Or do I flatter myself?
Well, you gotta love Dr. Proctologist's little experiments here. Um, so yeah, I guess he makes little people. I guess this didn't really go as planned. I think he wanted them to be full size. So he made a little queen. So little Queen Elizabeth is in a jar where she belonged. She also, and then he also made, it looks like a Henry VIII, because it looks like he is just chomping down on a big fat turkey leg there. So I mean, imagine Henry VIII today. He would love the buffet. So, and then he made a bishop. This would be perfect for Jordan Davis's songs. And then, of course, there was also a sleeping prince, I believe, in the um, other jar of what probably used to be grape jam. So this guy has little people in his little container here, which looked like a little coffin. So I actually really did enjoy the scene. I had a lot of fun with it, especially I was laughing, and I think I even rewound it a couple times. Um, so I found this very, very entertaining. So speaking of stupid people, now we get to see little Bo Peep with her wonderful sheep. And what happens to her, we will find out.
There it is. Shoot!
Well, the monster was in the woods, just minding his own business, eating some vegetables, I think. So he was even eating healthy. So so he stumbles on Sherry Lewis here, and she screams, and then she falls into some water. Seems to be the whole theme. This monster seems to have problems with people that just have bad balance and can't swim. So she probably hits her noggin on a rock or something. So there's her stupid sheep that are ba. And she obviously is somewhat injured, and then she, for some reason, just starts screaming like a nincompoop. And so then that attracts idiots with guns, and they shoot him in the arm. So they have a bad shot, and then they decide to go into town and to tattle. Yes. So these people think that the monster was actually harming Sherry Lewis. He wasn't. Um, he was actually saving her, and then she, for some reason, started to scream. But he was actually trying to help her, and I don't know how she couldn't put the two and two together because she's stupid. Um, the two other morons show up and then decide to go into town and to tattle on the monster that we found him. Now let's go kill him because he just saved somebody. So you save somebody, now they want to kill you. I guess it's just the American way. So this poor monster just tries to mind his own business and just ends up getting into trouble. So I will show that clip of the Tattletale. They must be the future of YouTube with my clips. So I will show that scene in just a second.
The monster. He's in the woods. Get out the bloodhounds. Raise all the men you can. Lock the women indoors and wait for me. Monster indeed. I'll show him. Follow me.
Well, this is the group here. They are the wonderful group of nonsense is pretty much organizing another little ambush here to chase down the monster, and obviously they need the 80 people to do it. 80 against one. Well, let's see what self defense does. Let's just say the monster really likes rock and roll. So I will show that clip in just a second. Maybe this doesn't help his case much. I call it self defense. So obviously people are looking to harm him. So what does he do? He just takes a rock and just gradually just throws it over the ledge, and it may have squished one of these stupid villagers or two villagers. Wow, he has good aim there. So he killed let's say yeah, two stupid humans with one stone. So um so obviously this is two down, several more to go, and they decide to put him on a shish kebab stick and tie him up, and then I guess they were throwing things at him. So let's just make him angry. So now they put him in a dungeon. He's locked up. What can go wrong? I don't know. We'll find out in the next clip.
Holmes, just an escaped lunatic. Merely wanted someone to handle it, that's all. Quite harmless.
Well, obviously this doesn't work too well. He's in chains. The cops make him angry. No surprise there. So he busts out, and then he scares the Monopoly man, and all the little villagers flee. And what do you know? He just overpowers them. No problem at all. And everybody's running away from this one monster. So these wonderful tattletale villagers who started this whole racket are now causing bigger problems. Isn't this just the way it usually works anyway? So he obviously gets away. He stumbles on some campers, tries to take their food. Now, actually, he kind of asked for it, but he can't talk. So he stumbles into um, a blind man's house, and and now he is actually teaching him how to talk. He gives him food. He befriends him because this man can't see. Um, he can't see that this is a monster he's dealing with. So he's actually kind to the monster. Um, he gives him food. He helps him out with his bullet wound. So this monster really is kind of you're seeing a gentler side to him, which we pretty much knew he had. Anyways, he was just thrown into this world that he just um, people just didn't understand him, and he didn't understand what was really going on. So you can thank the good doctor for that. So so this nice old man here is going to help him speak. So we get to hear the monster talk for the first time. So I will show that clip in just a second.
For our lesson, remember, this is bread. 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 And this is wine. To drink. 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 We are friends, you and I.
Frank. Good. Good. And now for a smoke.
So this wonderful man here obviously is teaching him how to talk. So yes, so far we got that. The monster does talk. This is the first time we get to hear him actually use words. This lasts for a little while. He feeds him some bread. He gives him a little bit of wine. But then, of course, he teaches him something bad. He teaches him how to smoke. Although at this time, doctors were actually prescribing that to patients. Yes, that is actually true. So, um, so yes, he teaches him how to smoke, and obviously because he lights a little match there, the monster is afraid of fire. But then,
wonder why.
we wonder why. So then, yes, he teaches him probably one of the worst habits ever. So he does seem to enjoy it, but his joy doesn't last long because then you got these stupid villagers um, invading this poor guy's house. They find out that he is blind, and his house, unfortunately, it ends up in flames. So the monster does escape, but they take the nice old man out. We don't know whatever happens to him, but the monster is looking for him, and he's of course being chased by these villagers again. So the monster does manage to go down a tomb of some kind. So he is now underground hiding from these idiots. So we're the village idiots for that matter. So now, since he is underground, Doctor Proctologist is looking for dead bodies to bring back to life. He ends up stumbling on the monster. He goes back to Dr. Frankenstein. And finally, they are going to give this monster a bride. This did take some prying to Dr. Frankenstein and kidnapping his wonderful Elizabeth. So he does that. So this Dr. Um, Pretorius is obviously very, very bad. So he does introduce the monster to alcohol. I forgot about that. So he does get him drunk, and then he decides to put a little sleeping pill in with his alcohol to shut him up. So he put the monster to sleep. So now he is and so him and so the two doctors are now getting ready to make the monster's companion. So I will show the final clip in just a second.
Here within this skull is an artificially developed human brain. Each cell, each convolution ready, waiting for life to come.
Now off with the kite and number two. You snapped your connections? Yes. She's alive! Alive! The Bride of Frankenstein.
Well, this was the very final clip,
Very long.
very long final clip. So I hope you did enjoy it. So it took a little while to get the wonderful bride of the monster here. So obviously, Dr. Frankenstein did his alive chant. So so this is the almost the end of the movie. These movies are short. These are only an hour and 15 minutes. So it's very, very watchable if you have to just need something for a quick watch. And the story is nicely told in those hours is in that hour and 15 minutes. So so like I said, this is the final clip. So a lot did go on here. Dr. Frankenstein, of course, was rescued. You had the monster learning how to talk, and yes, he did find a friend. So hopefully, what the monster did learn is if you go through two 200 pounds of grud and grime, you wind up with a diamond of a friend. I don't have a fortune cookie, but that's the best I can do. So this movie I actually thought was better than the first Frankenstein movie. So I guess this sequel I actually enjoyed a little bit more. I do highly recommend this. I know it's in black and white. That's going to be very hard for some of you to get through, but I promise you it is a very, very good watch. I will definitely give this a B plus to A minus rating. If I was to do a monster movie today or a horror movie, I would be giving out D's and F's and probably the occasional UW because the horror movies are not anything like this. Did I laugh during some of it? Yes, I did. But it was highly entertaining. And once again, Frankenstein is an actor. This is Boris Koloff playing this part really, really well. It's like I said with Mike Myers. It's not some Oompa Loompa just walking around, not even making noise. The guy doesn't even make noise. So, so how the Halloween movies are even scary, I have no idea. This you can at least say that he was made from dead people, and this is um, a monster going around just being ignorant and killing people by accident. Mike Myers and Jason Voorhees are just movie jokes. They, oh, sorry, Mike L. Myers and Jason Voorhees are just movie jokes. And Mrs. Voorhees, for that matter, is just a useless infected stool in the first movie. So um, I do have a guest here that is begging to get off the couch. So unfortunately, yes, there's no capes and oh yes, there are lasers, but they're entertaining at least. So this is again a movie I highly recommend. You can buy these at Walmart for a very affordable price. I only paid $15. So yes, I do recommend it. And Dr. Signa, I recommend watching this. So subscribe if you want. Comment below, and thank you very much for watching. And you are rude.